Already mic testing, mic testing. Okay, perfect. Let me just keep my phone there real quick. And let's go to my gameplay screen. Actually, my main camera. Already we're live. And as you guys can tell by the thumbnail, let me get in the center of my screen. There we go. What up, guys? Okay, and as you guys can tell by the thumbnail, today I'm going to be working on Blender. Yeah, I'm just going to be working on making mesh in Blender because today is like a Tuesday stream where I do something that's not really programming type stuff. I did usually tell you guys that I'm going to ask you guys in like my community post as to what I was going to do, but I feel I don't have enough time. So let's go to my gameplay screen. Okay, so today I'm basically going to be making meshes for the game, but I really don't know how to make good meshes, so let me actually use Claude this time, because usually I do I started with using ChatGPT, then moved on to Gemini. Now I'm actually starting to like Claude, to be honest. Okay, let's say something like, let's say, I'm live, exclamation. Let's go with something like, I'm live, exclamation. Okay, that said, I am a beginner in Blender when it comes to modeling things. So, what would you recommend me to start with? And guys, I do not know if Claude is good with modeling type stuff. Gemini was pretty good, but I don't know much about Claude here. Okay, yo stream, welcome to the grind. Your boys/girls here just signed up for your master class. Okay, just signed up for a master class in not being mediocre. We're about to turn this beginner into a mesh making machine. Since hey Knuckles, guys, I feel like Gemini, ChatGPT, and Claude, they all have different approaches for this stuff. Okay, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage that continue. It is the courage to continue that counts. Here's the path's rookie. We're starting with the fundamentals, and I mean real fundamentals that everyone skips because they're boring. Okay, you know what's actually boring? Making garbage meshes for 6 months because you didn't learn the basics. Okay, lesson 1, the holy trinity of modeling, navigation, primitive shapes. I do kind of know that. Let me say something like, I think that I do, let's go with something like, I think that I do know a bit of the very basics. I just don't know the, let's say something like the shortcuts that we use when making meshes. So, do you think that I should learn while working on making a mesh question mark? Okay, let's see. Okay, I guess Claude is thinking, and guys, I'm so used to saying Gemini or like ChatGPT. Okay, whoa, slow down. And look at your typing. A bit justy, no working. You're rushing and getting sloppy, guys. Okay, actually, what you got a Gemini and like ChatGPT did not catch my spelling mistakes. I think I'm trying to like Claude even more. Okay, you know what this tells me? You're not focused, and you can't focus enough to type a clean sentence. Are you gonna focus on a precision modeling stream? Are you seeing this? Takes a breath, but I'll give you credit for asking the right question. Yes, learn shortcuts while working. Memorizing shortcuts in a list is useless. Your fingers need to remember them through repetition. Here's how we do it. The essential shortcuts, you'll drill this in your brains, okay? So the survival kits, so G for grabbing and moving, I do know that. R for rotating, I know that. S to scale, I know that. X to delete, know that as well. Tab to toggle edit mode, know that as well. Z for shading objects, for shading options, I know that as well. E to extrude, know that as well. Here's the plan. We're gonna make a simple crate right now. Why? Because it uses every essential shortcut. It's beginner friendly and it's actually useful for your game. Okay, where what we repeatedly do excellence is not an act but a habit set by our stroll. Okay, let me say something like, okay, so 10 guys, I'll make sure I don't have much spelling mistakes. Can I get a reference that I can that I can look and make the crate, if that made any sense. Okay, let's see. And guys, saying that I won't be making a mistake, I just made a mistake in like these references spelling. Even crate. I think crate is spelled correct, not mine. Okay, Sensei slams desk. Reference sense. Come on, slow down your finger typing. The stream can wait 2 extra seconds for you to spell correctly. Excellence is in details. Okay, I guess I'll type a bit slower. But good question. Here's what we're making. Picture wooden storage. I might need a reference. can you generate a reference image maybe from Nano Banana? Guys, I don't know, I've seen people just saying Nano Banana. I mean, use Nano Banana to like generate reference images. Okay, first reference again. It's a reference. Guys, I feel like these spelling mistakes actually getting kind of bad. I gotta fix those up. And I think you mean Iron Hubert, or maybe about something else. Nano Banana isn't ringing any bells. I meant that Claude could draw it. Let me just go to ChatGPT real quick. Let's say, can you generate a reference image? I'm gonna go with, say, a reference image for a crate that I want to model in Blender. Okay, let me say this. Whoops, let's go ahead and hit the send button. Okay, pretty sure ChatGPT is gonna do it. Okay, so creating an image. I don't think creating image takes that long, to be honest. Okay, let's see. And I want to like waste as less time as I can and like quickly start on making the start working on my mesh. I think before we hit the 10-minute mark. Okay, so rustic wooden crate with material reinforcements. I hope it's nothing too complex looking. I mean, okay, I won't say it's that hard. I'll download this. And then I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go ahead and let's say drag this to my desktop. I'm gonna call this something like crate reference image. I think I spelled reference wrong. REFERENCE image. There. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just drag my crates reference image to my desktop, double click my desktop. And then do you guys see the crate reference image anywhere here? Probably not. Let me just go ahead and drag that inside of my Blender items. Okay, I'm gonna go to Blender reference images. Let's drag this here. I mean, I already have a creative reference image right here, so I think I'll use this, to be honest. Okay, I think I'll use that. There was no point of asking. I do want to start working on these things as well, like making these 3D models. But the reason I did not like really make them is because whatchamacallit, I need some more experience to make these things. Okay, I'm actually getting kind of excited now. Okay, let's go with something like AX. I'm going to delete everything. Let's go to the Y-axis. I'm going to work on the Y-axis. Now, let's go with something like Shift A. I'm going to go with something like, let's say, image. I want to load in a background. This is going to be for my reference image. I'm going to go to something like Documents, maybe Desktop, and then Blender items, Blender reference images. Let's go with something like my crate reference image. That's perfect. Hello, Headings and Eats Still. Appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, let me just actually get my chat up here. There we go. Okay, I didn't have my vertical, my horizontal chats on. Okay, let's go ahead and just decrease the size a little. And then just decrease it a bit more. Maybe a bit more. I think that's good. I'm gonna go with something like GXZ. There we go. Gonna get myself a bit higher. Right here. Okay, I think that's pretty good for a reference image, right? Alright, so the first thing that I'm gonna go ahead and do is click something like Shift A. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like Mesh. I'm gonna add a cube. Okay, I'm gonna hit something like S, decrease the size of my cube, go back to my Y-axis, hit something like S, there. Okay, that cube size should be good. Now, the next thing that I might want to do is maybe add a few loop cuts here, so I might go with a loop cut in a square bracket. In a square. So I'm gonna go with something like Control R. Can I not add a loop cut? There, I can add a loop cut. Guys, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just add this loop cut somewhere up here. Go with Control D. No? Okay, let's go with Control Z real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like Shift D. Add another loop cut right here. Okay, does it add it here? Oh, it does, perfect. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with something like Shift D again. This time I'm gonna go with something like R, X, 90. Okay, so a 90 degrees. Oops, I think that didn't go as planned. I'm gonna go with something like GZ, get myself a little higher. There. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and click something like a GX, actually GY. go a bit to the back. There, I think that's good. And then I'm gonna click something like Shifty again. I'm gonna go with something like GY. Go a bit to the right. There, so basically what I'm doing is making a kind of base for my template here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and select this again. Guys, I think I missed a spot. Actually, you know what? I think this was actually perfect because the back does not really have that thing. I mean, I do need lines though. I think I should have just had a loop cut. Music volume low down. Oh, is it really high? Hold up, guys. Let me kind of lower it down. There, is that good? I think that's good. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go with a bunch of Control Z's real quick. Okay, so I have one loop cut. Gonna go with Control R again. There, let's get that there. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with something like Control R. There. Okay, and lastly, I'm gonna go with Control R again. And that's gonna go there. Okay, this is much cleaner to be honest. I might add a Control R here as well. Let's add it to the left. And lastly, I'm gonna go with a final Control R to add my final loop cut, which is gonna go somewhere right here. Now that looks more like a crate. I mean, it does not look like a crate just yet because I do gotta add those kind of edges to it, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna click 3 and go into my face select. I'm gonna go ahead and select these faces and kind of just extrude them a bit outside or like outwards. Because if you guys like look at this carefully, it does look like it's kind of a rectangle shape. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this. Kind of just move it up like this. Okay. Instead, actually, hold up guys, instead of moving it up, I'm gonna click 3 again. I'm gonna select all this. Okay. Alright guys, let's just go ahead and select all of these. Now I'm gonna just shrink it down a little. I feel like if I shrink it down, that's gonna do the perfect thing, right? Maybe not. I don't know. Hold up, guys. Let me actually mute myself. I think there's some kind of background noises. Already mic testing, mic testing. Alright, guys. I thought there was some kind of background noises. Okay, Control R and scroll up to add loop cuts. Wait, does that work? Alright, guys. Let me try that. I'm gonna go with something like Control R and scroll. Alright, I did not know this actually works. What up guys, there's going to be so many different places that I could really use this. Wait, let me I'll first work on my crate, then select center and press E. I see, hold up guys, I think there's background noise. Give me a sec real quick. Already mic testing, mic testing. Guys, ignore the background noises. Hold up guys, let me actually go to my gameplay screen again. There we go. Okay, let's see. Select center and press E. So I can select center, press E. Oh, E is to extrude. There we go. Okay, and then I'm actually going to hit Control Z real quick. I want to select all these centers. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, select that, select that, and select that. Now, let's go with something like E. Whoops. I'm going to go with something like E. Okay, maybe what if I go with something like I? There, I think I is good, and then I'm gonna hit something like E to extrude in the x-axis. Maybe not. Okay, wait, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and select one at a time. Okay, let's go with something like E to go towards the back. Gonna click E to go towards the back, E to go towards the back, and lastly to go towards the back. Okay, I think this looks, excuse me guys, I think that looks somewhat like a crate, right? Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, what else do I need for a crate? I gotta probably pop these sides up a little because they do look kind of popped up here. So I'm gonna hit something like L. Okay, maybe not L. I'm gonna hit Shift, select all this. Okay, drag mouse and do one by one. Ah, I see. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like E here. Oh guys, I did not know that. That looks kind of cool to be honest. Okay, I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and hit something like E to extrude, E to extrude. Okay, and E to extrude. Doesn't look like a crate. This looks more like a gift box. Okay, maybe can I copy that and paste it, or should I manually go for all four sides? I think that there's always a way to avoid doing these things manually, probably. Okay, wait, let me go with something like GX there. Okay, wait, what if I go with something like GZ, let's go with something like 5. Okay, that's big. I'm gonna go with something like GZ point 1. Let's go with something like 0.1. Okay, that might be okay. Hold up, guys. Instead of point 1, I might go with something like EZ. Let's go with something like 0.1. Why did it extrude it to wait? Which is the Z axis? Let's go with Z. Alright, guys. Let me just go with something like X. I'm gonna hit something like C. Go to my solid preview. I mean, I want to do it somewhere that's not like manually. Okay, you can also extrude all sides all at once by changing the global to something like normal. Huh, 1 unit equals 1 meter in Blender. Oh, I see. Okay, 1 unit equals to 1 meter. Oh, I see. Okay, you can also extrude selected sides all at once. How do I do it all at once? By changing the global to something like normal. Honestly, I haven't heard of that. I might look into that. That's it. Let's just go ahead and extrude that, extrude this, and extrude that as well. And guys, one thing is like, I should like, whatchamacallit, have Blender streams more often so I get better at it. Like, I just work on Blender like once a week, so I can't even remember everything that I learned last stream. Okay, you're new on this? Honestly, I am like pretty new in Blender. Okay, that's it. Let's go with something like E to extrude. Let's go with E to extrude and E to extrude here as well. Then I'm gonna go with something like E to, whoops. Then I'm gonna select this, go with something like E to extrude, and lastly E to extrude. Okay, and then lastly let's go with here, E to extrude, and E to extrude. I mean, I'm positive there's like much easier or much better ways to do this than I'm doing. So I gotta probably look into those ways. Okay, let's just go ahead and shrink this here. And the final section, I'm gonna go with something like E to extrude, and E to extrude. There. Okay, I think this somewhat looks like a crate now. It somewhat looks like a crate. Let's go to the y-axis. Now, in my y-axis, what is something else that I might need? I might need something like an X-shaped stuff, so I need something that's like a slanting X shape. Okay, maybe to do that, I might go with something like, okay, watch Blender Guru tutorial. Actually, I would, but I do not have time at all. Like, I do have like 2 exams next week. That's one reason why I streamed a bit late today as well. It's like I just came from college. Okay, that's it. Let's see. Bro, why are you working on both sides? Make one side and then use a mirror modifier. I should have actually done that. Why didn't I really do that? I'll do that probably for the next mesh that I make right now. Okay, now I gotta somewhat add an X here. I mean, I think this looks good. I won't be doing much for this for the time being. Okay, this is like a this is like a close crate. I wanna make something like a donut next. Okay, so I'm gonna go to something like texture painting. Let's go with something like UV editing. I'm gonna go with something like A. I'm gonna right click or hit something like U. I'm gonna go with Smart UV Project. Let's say I want the island margin to be something like 30. Maybe not 30. I'll go with 20. I guess 10 is good as well. Okay, I think that's not bad. Wait, actually, I'm gonna click with U and go with Smart TV and wrap. Let's go with something like 20. I think 20 might be better there. Okay, now all I gotta do is kind of paint this up. So to paint it, I'm gonna go to the texture preview and then pretty sure there's something like a texture preview up here. Okay, let's go with something like new. Okay, this is gonna be called something like crate color. Great, let's go with something like wood color. Let's go with wood color. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some color for it. Let's add a base color for the selected areas. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that, and select that. There, so these 4, I want them to be, let's say, a bit darker colors. So I'm gonna go with like a darker brown. There. Hold up, guys, let's go all the way up here. What even is the, I know the RGB of brown is something like a 148 and like or something like that. That looks like orange rather than brown. Painting, this would be a pain because your marks seems are bad. Huh. My mark. Excuse me guys, wait, did I? Did I like not mark something properly? Okay, wait, let's go all the way up here again. Okay, this does not look like what I expected it to look like. How do I even get a good color for this? Like, I want a darker color. Oh wait, I can just get this over. There we go. Okay, there. That can actually give me a Kratos color. Okay, you're making too many vertices for a simple object like a crate. You should have less complexity, less complex geometry for a repeating item like a crate. Oh, I see. Okay, you can press Z in viewport and change render type, including a texture slash material preview, which uses Eve. Honestly, I actually don't know what that means, guys. The thing is, like, I probably should watch like a lot of tutorials on this. Maybe I'll watch it like once my college exam is over. I mean, I think I should make something easy like a donut or something. This seems kind of complicating. Okay, wait, let's go to UV editing again. I'm gonna this time go ahead and edit these sides. So, what if I hit L? Okay, I kind of see what you guys mean by it's gonna be a pain to color this. I cannot select a section. I'd have to like manually select it. Honestly, I don't really think it might be worth it now. Okay, wait, let me actually go up here. Okay, let me say I feel like I messed my grades up. Dot dot dot. Okay, it was just a cube that had okay, it was just a cube in which I used a bunch of extrudes. Now it's very hard to color it. Dot dot dot. Okay, that said, what if I wanted to make something easier, like a donut? Okay, what if I wanted to make something easier like a donut? I feel that would be much better. Okay, let's see. Honestly, the reason I actually am getting worse and worse on using Blender is because what you may call it. I've been using like Unreal Engine. Like usually back when I did not have college, I used to like work on the content before I started the stream. That makes any sense. So on stream, I used to like already know what I'm going to do type stuff. This is just me getting to this like the first time. That makes any sense. Okay, that said, stops everything, holds up. Okay, I messed up, so let me make a donut instead. Are you serious right now? You just hit your first obstacle and you want to run away? Okay, guys, that seems kind of bad. I might actually complete this. Okay, use the torus object for donuts. Actually, I haven't heard of that, but I'm gonna actually see the steps here. Okay, listen to me carefully. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is to try just one more time, said by Thomas Edison. Okay, you know what separates people, blah blah. Okay, the answer to the question right now. What exactly you did? Just extrude face randomly? How many times? What you mean hard to color? Are all faces overlapping inside out? Can you see your crate? Is it a disaster? Or something else, sir? Come on, type it, guys. I feel like Claude is like behind me not making typos. If you're not applying any texture, you can directly apply color on the selected mesh. I mean, that actually does make sense, but I'll have to like select everything like one at a time, like that. And I feel that might get tedious, but I mean, I could do it honestly. I wanted to like work on something that makes a bit more sense though. I mean, it's not like this doesn't make sense. It does sound kind of cool too. Okay, because I want to really plan as to what all meshes am I going to be needing for my by my end of the goal, like by the end of my program for like 250-day series, because I am making like a AAA game and the meshes I feel like is like the most hardest part for the time being, because I think I got the programming part kind of in check, because that's actually kind of easy now. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy that as well. Okay, here's the thing. This does get real tedious if I do it one at a time. The thing that I should have done for this is like have a separate I should have had a separate object for this, like a separate mesh. That would make it so much easier. I could just click L while hovering over the mesh. It will like select the whole thing in general. Okay, I guess 3 done. Let's select that. Okay, join the mesh. Okay, join the mesh together, which needs similar color. Actually, I might. Should I use the Boolean tool for that? Because I do know there's something like a Boolean tool that kind of joins the meshes together or like attach them together. Okay, let's go all the way up there. Guys, I've never felt more unprepared than this in a stream, because like usually I do what I'm gonna do in the stream before the stream starts, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's go there. I think this is almost done. I think there's just like one more left after. I think two more left after this. Okay, let's just go ahead and select all those. So there we go. Okay, let's select that and that. Vivek, are you in college? Honestly, I am like a freshman in college. That said, guys, it's way too stressful. Like, I feel like I got an exam like every other day. Actually, not every other day, every other week. Okay, let's go here. And by exams, I mean quizzes. And maybe labs too, because I am taking like a basic programming course. The worst part is like in my stream, I'm learning Python, but I mean, I'm learning C++'s Unreal Engine on stream, but for my course, I'm like working on Python, so I feel like they're kind of messing with each other, because sometimes I like add a semicolon after my text or add my if statement in a pair of parentheses instead of like what Python does, just use a colon, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's go here. I think I'm almost done. I think I'm almost done. There, let's just go ahead and select all those. I think this is the final one, right? Okay, yeah, it is the final one, finally. Okay, let's just go ahead and select all this real quick. Okay, making sure that I don't have anything messed up. Okay, let's go ahead and copy that, select that. There. There we go. Okay, I think that's perfect. Just click Control J, I think, to join them, or Control Shift J. Let's go with something like Control Shift J. Are they now joined? Okay, I'm gonna add a color to them. Let's go with something like black. There we go. Okay, I think that should be a good enough color. Let's go to something like modeling. Wait, why is it the same color? Oh wait, you're joking. Okay, there. I'm gonna hit something like Shift D. Okay, and then let's go with something like GZ. Whoops, I'm gonna go with something like Shift D. There. And then let's go with something like GZ. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add or assign a new color for this. Let's go with something like there, that, do that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just assign it. Now let's go to my modeling. There we go. That looks somewhat like a crate. Okay, just on the donut, like Blender Guru says. Oh, I actually haven't watched like Blender Guru, the YouTuber, but I might actually check him out. Okay, this looks somewhat good, to be honest. What am I missing now? Okay, I don't think there's anything. I think this looks like a pretty good crate. Use assign on the material menu. I see. Okay, let's go to my texture painting or my UV editing again. I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna change the color to be a bit brighter. There, let's go with a bit brighter. There we go. That's actually perfect, I think. And then I'm gonna click assign. And now if I go to modeling, okay, I think that looks so much better. Let's go with something like Windows Shift S. Let's copy this. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a cloud here, paste it here, go with Shift Enter and say something like sensei. This is what I made. Full stop. Guys, I gotta make sure that I don't have much typos, because I feel like Cloud doesn't like it if I make typos. Okay, and like guys, I really wanted to do like a workout stream, because I feel like I do need to get some workout done these days. I'm getting way too scrawny. Okay, look at that image. Look again. Slam's desk. Are you kidding me right now? I messed up. It's very hard to color stream. Look at this. Okay, look at this. This rookie just made a legitimate game ready grade and thinks he failed. Is this a game ready grade? Isn't this like the very basic type stuff that I just did? Okay, let me tell you something. You've got the main crate body with proper proportions, corner reinforcements, the black brackets, two different materials already applied. Can clean extrusions that actually look like a crate. You didn't mess up, you're just doubting yourself. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will, said by Susie Kasem. Is that your fitness name? Okay, you assign when you want to give a specific part of a mesh different material. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I did not really know that. Okay, tell me, do you want to keep this crate and learn proper material workflow, or do you want to start fresh that you understand extrusion better? Let me see something like say. Maybe I want to make a donut now. Let's go with something like donut now. Okay, I'm not sure if it is game ready, classic, LLM, confabulation. Guys, it actually does make sense. There is no way that's game ready. Okay, let's see. Stand up, walks away, comes back. Maybe, maybe. Stream, did you hear that? Maybe. I want to make a donut now. Guys, I feel like Lot is way more cliche than Gemini. Okay, do you see the part? Do you see the pattern here? It's not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves, said by Sir Edmund Hillary. Is that how I pronounce the name? Answer me these questions, and I want real answers. Why do you want to make a donut? Is it the Blender Guru tutorial, guys? I gotta check Blender Guru out. Do you just want something easier? That's the real reason. What's your actual goal? You said you want to make meshes for your game. Are donuts in your game? Honestly, it's not. Okay, let me say something like, honestly, I don't think that it is the real thing. Let's go with something like the real thing that I need for my game isn't donuts. Instead, it's 3D meshes for NPCs and my player. Excuse me, guys. Okay, let's see. Okay, recognize the users as genuine needs and was it like celebrating progress? Just do the donuts, not argue with AI. Machine will not with no rational thought ability. That actually does make sense, but I want to really work something on my game too, because I think like I want to learn how to make 3D meshes, because that was like my main goal here. Okay, here's the real path to character modeling. There we go, character modeling by 3D mesh and character modeling, guys. Okay, where you are now, basic shapes and extrusion, you have this props and environment, assets, grades, barrels, rocks, trees. Step 2, next, organic shapes, rocks, trees, simple creatures, understanding edge, flow, and topology, modifier, subdivision, mirror, array. Okay, I've used the subdivision modifier, used the mirror modifier, but I have not used the array modifier. Gotta check that out. Level 3, getting there. Humanoid base meshes, okay, character proportions, face topology. Excuse me, guys. Level 4, the goalful NPC and player characters. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go with something like AX, and I think I'll open a new file. Let's go with something like a new general file. I'll just save. Let's save it, call it something like crate. CRATE. Let's save Blender file. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and open a new file. This is where I'm gonna be working on making let's say my 3D meshes now, because I want to work on making 3D meshes. I'm gonna go with Control A. Let's go ahead and load a background. Okay, Blender Guru's donut tutorial teaches you a lot more than just a Torus plus camera. I see. Okay, actually, yeah, I do want to work on that maybe, because I do like got what you call it. I think I got like a quiz the after tomorrow and a exam the after tomorrow as well. I got I think 2 assignments tomorrow type stuff. Maybe once that's over and my schedule is a bit more light, I am gonna I might actually find some time for watching those tutorials. Just send me the link, or I could like just look it up on YouTube type stuff. Okay, that's it. Let's go with something like Blender items, Blender reference images. I might go with something like Lisa reference. Should I go with Lisa? I think I could go with Lisa because it's like kind of detailed. There's the hair, there's the accessories and all that stuff. Okay, so this is one side. I'm gonna hit something like S to scale. And then let's go with GZ to get myself a bit higher. Okay, and one might be in the center. Should I go in the center? I'm gonna go with something like GX. There we go. Let's just get the line right here. There, I think that's good. So the line is right here. If I hit something like GXC. Okay, I'm good at there. I mean, I think that's good. I'm gonna go with Shift D now. And then let's go with something like GX. Move it a bit there. I'm gonna go with something like RX. Nope, RY. RZ90. There. Now, if I were to go to my negative x-axis, I'm gonna go with something like... Should I go with the side preview? I might go with the side preview. I'm gonna click something like GX or GY, and then just get it somewhere here. There we go. Okay, I might need 2 more to be honest. Okay, he does being a moron for a living. For a living, lol. Guys, being a moron, I mean, what you might call it? Being a moron for a living is kind of crazy. Okay, bro, don't start character modeling. It's not for beginners. I mean, I feel like I have character models before, but then it's not like I did not like completely what you may call it model a perfect character type stuff, but I did make it kind of basic template type stuff because I do know the basics. I just gotta implement them and all that stuff. Character modeling is way out of your place. You barely know how to use extrude and EQ. Guys, I think that does make sense. I mean, I am kind of running out of time though. I mean, I could actually see. Okay, that said, let me go ahead and go with something like Shift D, and then I'm gonna go with something like GY. I'm gonna go a bit there. And now let's go with something like RX or RY, RZ. Okay, let's go with RZ90. Gonna get myself 90 degrees. Okay, this time, that is my mesh. I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like GX. There. Okay, this time I might go with the back preview. Let's go with the back. I've seen people do stuff like this. And then lastly, I'm gonna go with something like Shift D again. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with something like G X to move myself a bit here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with something like RZ90. There, I think that's good. Now I'm gonna go to my regular x-axis and then go with something like GX. Actually, GY. There, this time I'm gonna go with that side. So let's go with GY again. There. Okay, I think I got my basics. I mean, my basic human this thing up here. Hi, bro. How are you? How are you doing? Smart was our name. I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, how to decrypt a binary file with TCP extension without knowing the algorithm and passphrase key of a binary file. Please tell me how to decrypt it. Actually, I haven't like learned how to decrypt yet. That said, I do know how to like convert binary to decimals and like decimals to binary, but I don't think that might actually help your question. I mean, you could like try check a few YouTube tutorials. That might be kind of helpful there. Okay, I think this is pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna go to something like let's say x-axis. There. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my front preview. For my front preview, let's say I'm gonna hit Shift A, go with a mesh. Let's say I want to go ahead and load in a cube. I'm gonna hit S to decrease the size of the cube. There. Let's go back to my negative y-axis. There we go. Now for the cube, let's go to x-axis and then let's go to y-axis. There we go. I think we're getting somewhere, guys. If you're doing character modeling as a beginner, model Roblox characters, I should do that. I mean, I feel like I'm not like really a beginner. The thing is, I don't have enough practice with Blender. Like, I have been working with Blender for like years now, but then I don't really, have a lot of experience because I've been doing like a lot of Unreal Engine rather than Blender. How do you, hey you? I appreciate you joining the stream. It's been a while since I've seen you, to be honest. Okay, that's it. Let's go out of it here. I'm gonna go with something like maybe wireframe mode. Before that, firstly, I'm gonna go with something like GZ. Get it a bit towards here. I'm gonna go with, let's say, something like Control R. Let's add a loop cut. Okay, my bad. Let's go to edit mode first, and then let me add a loop cut real quick. There we go. Okay, now after I add the loop cut, I'm gonna hit something like Z. Go to my wireframe mode and kind of select this side and delete it. Once I have only one side up here, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my y-axis firstly. Let's hit something like A. I'm gonna go to modifiers. Before modifiers, let me really just kind of go to my images. Hold up, guys. Let me just delete this thing real quick. Hit X, and then let's go with something like delete. Now, the reason I'm actually deleting this, how do you delete it? So let's go with A, X. Fine, I guess I'll go with dissolve vertices. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete my cube there. Okay, the reason I kind of deleted my cube is because I want to select everything here. Let's go with something like shift, everything here. And I want to decrease the opacity a bit because it's really hard to model with like high opacity. There, that's much better. Now I can go ahead and load my image in. Okay, let's go with something like a cube. I'm gonna go with something like S. Okay, let's go with a bit more towards the S and a bit more S. I'm gonna go with something like GZ. Get it a bit here. Go with something like S. Guys, I hope this is not like copyright. Okay, I'm not a beginner. I never use Blender what is the absolute logic that makes what in the absolute logic that makes absolute that makes absolute sense in this, guys? I feel like Chaos Minier is like way too funny. I might need you for like, I don't know, maybe like make a stream more entertaining. Okay, Vic, where did you learn how to code? What did you use? Honestly, I've been using like AI to like teach me how to code. At first, it might have been a bit hard, but once you like get a pretty good grasp of it, I think it is pretty easy. Okay, that's it. Let's go ahead and copy this. Let's right click this. Let's go ahead and delete this. There we go. And now, finally, I'm going to go ahead and add a modifier. Let's go with something like modifier. I'm going to add a mirror modifier. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and let's say check my clipping and then check that. Okay, maybe, do I want to clip it? Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, if I want to go to Z, this is my mirrored measure. I'm gonna go to my wireframe mode. Now let's select this. This is kind of useful, to be honest. So firstly, the thing that I'm gonna go ahead and do is select this side. I'm gonna select this and kind of just decrease the size up real quick for my waist. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and select the center part and just drag it a bit down. There, so this is like for my torso. I think it's kind of big from the back, but then I'm gonna later on fix this part from like these edges and all that stuff, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's go to my y-axis again. Okay, why does my guy never stop using AI even while 3D modeling? Guys, I feel like I don't have any other teachers up here. I feel like AI is like one of the best teachers that I've had so far. Okay, that's it. Let's go ahead and copy this, get this up here as well. Okay, actually when I said copy, I meant select that. Okay, so I think that I got a basic template or like a basic waist structure here. Now, what was the next thing that I had to do? I could go with my arms, but I might add a loop cut here. So I'm gonna go with something like Control R. Let's add a loop cut here. There we go. Do I want to get the loop cut a bit lower? Nope. I think that was good. I think it's kind of good here. And then do I want to like get it a bit outwards? I don't have clipping, so I should probably just leave it as it is. Okay. There we go. What is the let me go to the y-axis. There we go. What is the next thing that I might need? Let me think. Okay, it's a mystery. No one knows. Okay, let's see. So I added a loop cut. I honestly might get my loop cut a bit higher, right there, because I want to get it like under. Is this like considered the armpits? And then I might extrude my hands from the sides, and then I need to get some for my legs as well. Should I go with arms or legs first? I might go with legs first. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit face select. Let's go ahead and just face select this. Let's go with Z solid. There. Now I'm gonna go ahead and click that. Maybe go with wireframe mode again. Gonna hit something like G. Actually not G. Gonna like E to extrude. Okay, let's hit E to extrude and then G to turn it and just get it somewhere right here that it looks more like a leg. Actually, let's hit E to extrude again. I'm going to go with something like E. And then let's hit something like a G. There. I'm assuming the leg is going to be a bit there. I'm going to hit something like R to like kind of get the legs a bit outwards. And then G to go a bit back. Is this just me or the leg is not really legging here? Okay, I had a comment and every time I post I get an error, but another comment is fine. Huh. Every time I post, I get an error. Is it like Nightbot flagging you? Because I don't really know why Nightbot keeps flagging these days. Like, I try to like remove all the flag words and all that stuff, but Nightbot just flags for some reason. I think it's kind of whatchamacallit, kind of glitched. I gotta like look into that stuff. Okay, let's go with something like clipping. I'm gonna go ahead and clip it real quick. Let's go with something like S to scale. I mean, I'm gonna remove clipping. What is something that I'm missing here? In the y-axis, if I were to go to my solid preview, should I get this part a bit lower? I might need another loop cut here for like the torso line. Okay, let's go up here. I'm gonna go with something like Control R. Let's add another loop cut here. There. So that kind of just remains in the torso section. Then I'm gonna just go ahead and select this. Let's go with something like face select. Okay, gonna go ahead and just... What up, guys? Something is wrong with the face select. Let's select this part, select that part. There. Now, Let's get this a bit here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of extend it from here. While having clipping on, I think this kind of just did the trick. Okay, gotta now visually imagine like without these clothes on, where would the leg be? So it's gonna probably be somewhere there. So I might need to hit something like R to get this somewhat like this, hit something like S. Okay, and then I might hit something like maybe G there. Okay, so if I, guys, I'm really bad at imagining and stuff, so the line goes up till there. So I think the leg should be somewhere here. There, I think that's good. If I would hit R now, there. Okay, I might actually just scale it a little bit for like the thighs, and then just move one edge a bit to the back. There we go. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. I just want to scale it a bit lower. There we go. This is good, honestly. Okay, there we go, guys. This actually looks kind of good. Okay, now that I'm done with the thighs, wait, I think the thighs go all the way up till there. I might hit something like E to extrude, and then G to get it a bit here, S to kind of just lower this part up a little, get it a bit more here. There we go. Okay, I think that this is somewhat good. So it's a bit thick there, and then it gets a little thin here. Okay, I'm assuming the legs should be a bit closer. Okay, is it just me or the legs should really be a bit closer? And guys, let me know the blender is kind of lagging. I mean, if my stream is kind of lagging. Okay, let's see the distance between the legs. So there's just a small gap. So if I look here, there is just like that much of a gap between the thighs. I left a lot of gap here, so I might go a bit here. There, and then I might just extend the back part a little. Okay, I think that's good. Is it just me, or I think it actually looks much better than the other models that I've made so far. There we go. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and let's say select this again. I'm gonna go at something like E to extrude one more time. Actually, just not one more time, another time. Then kind of just shrink that a bit, scale it a little lower, and then just get that a bit here. Okay, then just select this one edge and get that edge here. There. Okay, it's not that bad to be honest. So it's thick on the top, and then it goes here. But wait. I think I messed something up. Even if this part is kind of good, it's my leg, it's a bit too thick. Hi doing, Chris? I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, let's see. Let's go back up here to my y-axis. There we go. Okay, so am I missing something, or is this good? I think it's kind of good. Maybe the one thing that I am missing is I might want to get this a bit lower, a bit higher. There we go. Okay, and then let's select everything from here. Now I'm gonna extrude again. Let's go with something like E to extrude. Okay, actually let's extrude it like a lot more. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like E to extrude, and then just get this a bit back. There. Do I need to scale it up a bit? I might go with something like S to scale. Or maybe not. I think this size is kind of good. Then I'm gonna go with something like E to extrude again. This is where I'll have to scale a bit, I guess. I'm gonna go with something like G to position, S to scale, because it kind of gets a bit slunting if you guys see it properly. Okay, let's get it somewhere there. My guy has his expectations too high, guys. Expectations too high is kind of crazy, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good to be honest, right? Like it actually looks kind of good. Besides the part that this looks kind of disproportional, to be honest. I mean, I guess I'm gonna get the first, like the front done first, and then I'll move on to the back, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's go ahead and hit E to extrude again. And then I'm gonna hit something like S to scale. Okay, I think I'm getting closer, to be honest. Like, this is much better than what I've been doing so far. Then let's select this part as well. I'm gonna get this a bit here. There. Okay, and now I think this is just pretty straightforward. If I hit E to extrude again. And I don't think that this might ruin the topology too. Fun fact, I don't really know what topology really means. I just think the word is kind of fancy. Okay, let's go a bit there. Now I'm going to select the back part, go a bit here. There. Okay, it's not bad. Maybe I'm going to hit something like R and just kind of get my stuff. Wait, Doesn't the rotate work? Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and select that, hit E one more time, and kind of just get it till the toes here, and then just get that part a bit to the back. Okay, maybe I'm gonna select this and get that a bit lower, right here. Okay, to the ankles, this is gonna be somewhere here. And then I'm gonna get it a bit closer. Hit S to scale. There. Okay, it looks good, but it doesn't look good. There we go. I mean, you guys can't tell me this doesn't look that good. Just my observation, you're looking more mature, bro. I think you're growing. Am I? Compared to my old streams, I feel like I look exactly the same, but I might be growing, guys. I really need a growth spurt. Okay, that's it. I mean, the bottom part looks good. The top part looks kind of messy. I mean, that does make sense because I've just been working on the front. Okay, this looks good. Now I'm gonna match it a bit towards the back as well. But before I actually go ahead and add my sides from here, I'm gonna go ahead and work on my arms. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like, before I go with Z. Okay, it's decent model. That actually sounds really good, guys. There we go. Let's go with something like face select. I'm gonna go there. Now let's go ahead and hit Z, go to wireframe mode. I'm gonna hit E to extrude. Once I extrude it, I'm gonna hit something like G to go here. Let's just go a bit up here. There we go. Okay, so I gotta again imagine it without the skin on. I mean, not the skin, without the clothes on here. So do they have like a reference of where the arm is, like how thick the arm must be? So the arm is like, it's not that thick. So yeah, I don't think it's that thick either. So I might just get this a bit higher. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with something like E to extrude, G to position. There, is this how we really make arm? I know that I gotta go with like S to scale, but I don't know which part should I really scale. Okay, let me try imagining this. So the arm goes all the way from there. Okay, so I think if I had Control Z, go with something like G. Okay, this is gonna be somewhat here. Okay, I think that instead, wait, hold up, guys. Let me hit G somewhere here and then get that probably here. Now I'm gonna hit E to extrude again, and then I'm gonna hit G, but this time I'm gonna hit R to rotate it. I'm gonna kind of get it straight, and then I'm gonna hit S. No, it looks kind of. I feel it looks like my arm is kind of broken from up here. I'm going with the side preview. Is it the side preview? What if I hit R here, and then S? And then S again, R, E, G, R, S, and then I'm gonna go with G. Did that really do something? Even though the arms look a bit big for now, I'm gonna fix that in a bit. Okay, that said, why do I feel like it's kind of good? Because this is like the elbow, so this is the elbow, which I might kind of get it a bit outwards. Let's go with something like outwards. Nope. Where's the y-axis? Let's go with something like GY, get the elbow a bit outwards. Nope, did not work. I mean, I think the elbow is already a bit outwards. I think it's good. All I gotta do is hit, let's say, something like R. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with something like G. Gonna hit something like E. Whoops. Alright, guys, let's go with extrude real quick. Now, I'm gonna hit S to scale. Let's scale it. And then I'm gonna hit something like G to position it a bit here. Hit R. There, I think that's good. I'm gonna go with S now. S, G. Okay, I think it's good. You can press Control Shift S to share the clear face instead of rotating it. Works good in a few scenarios. I might really try that in that case. Okay, that's it. Let's go with something like E again. And I'm just kind of gonna leave this like this because I don't know how to work on the hands for now. Okay, and I'm not gonna be spending a lot of time working on the fingers. I think I need the bevel tool for that. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like E. Let's firstly stop here. Go there, hit something like R. Okay, wait, by R I meant S. Let's scale it. Let's hit G, go there. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit E to extrude again, S to scale, G to position, E to extrude again. Excuse me, guys. S to scale, and then E to extrude again, S to scale, right there. G to position. Gonna kind of position this right here. And then just select that one side, go with something like G. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and select this part again. Let's select both of them. There. I'm gonna hit something like E to extrude, G to position, S to scale. Okay, and then lastly, I'm gonna go with E to extrude again, G to position, S to scale. There. Now I'm just gonna select, whoops. There. Now I'm just gonna select this section real quick right here, and hit something like G and kind of get this right here. There. Okay, even though it's not a perfect finger, it is something. And even though I did not work with my thumb yet, guys, this does not look like a finger. I mean, I did not work with the arm yet. Like, I don't know how to work with an arm. That looks like a knife coming out of the arm. Okay, let's go to my y-axis again. Done with the arm, done with that. To the neck. What do I need for the neck? I could go ahead and maybe add a loop cut here, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now, because I need to work on the neck. I'm assuming that I might add like a cube here for the neck, but for the time being, I'm going to go with the negative x-axis. There we go. Now let's work a bit on the sides, but before that, I might work on the back a little. I mean, back is almost the same as the front, to be honest. Just if you're positioning the side, it's almost the same. Okay, maybe I'm gonna go ahead and kind of extend this part from here real quick. Gonna select this. Just kind of get it a bit together. There we go. Should it be stuck? Wait, let's go with here. Let's go up there. Okay, I don't think that line looks kind of natural. I know we needed a loop cut to work on the glutes, but I don't really. Okay, let's think. I mean, it's fine. If I made some mistakes, then I'm going to like work on that later on. Okay, there we go. Now let's work on the negative x-axis right here. This is where I'm going to kind of align and give it like the perfect structural shape. For example, I'm going to get the neck here. I'm going to get the collarbone right here. Let's kind of position this properly. And then I'm going to get this a bit here. Okay, and guys, because of the hair, I can't really see this stuff. Okay, let's get the breasts here. Let's get that in front. There we go. Okay, I think it's good. I think it's good. Let's get the waist a bit here. Okay, because I think I might make the skin later on, because I don't really know how to work on the skin. Okay, let's go there. Let's go ahead and select that. And okay, what is the next thing? I mean, there's like a lot to work on up here. For example, I gotta get the back from here as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of move it here. Okay, can I try visualizing where it goes? I think it goes somewhere there. And then let's try moving this here. There we go. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and kind of adjust the back up right here. Okay, that's the arm, so the back must be there. I'm gonna go ahead and just copy this part as well. Get that here. Gonna copy that part. Get that there. And then gonna copy this part. By copy, I mean select. Okay, hello, have you tried VLang already? Actually, I have not tried VLang. I do need to try VLang though. Like, you've been saying it to me for like the past, I like a lot of streams, so I gotta probably like give it a shot or something. Okay, let's like this. But for now, I am working on my program for 200 free series, where my goal by the end of this series is to like make a game in general that consists of AI logic in it. That's the reason I am like working a bit more on that stuff. Okay, that's it. Let's go here. And then let's go with something like G. Get that a bit higher. Okay, and I am like working on making the models for my game right now, because I would definitely need a lot of models for my NPCs. Okay, because I want to like have a lot of structure too. Okay, let's select that. Copy that. Select that. Get that here. Okay, and then select this part. Go with G. Get that there. And then select that for the what's this part called? I forgot this part of the leg. And then I'm gonna go with Control R, maybe add a loop cut here, because I might need a loop cut. Gonna select this part, go with something like G. Okay, wait, that's the heels. So I'm gonna assume that the leg is gonna be somewhere right here. I mean, I think that the leg is almost the same. It's not the same size as the heels. The leg might be up though. So that's how the leg is gonna be right now. Okay, I guess that's kind of good. I'm gonna select this part, click something like G, go there. Gonna select this part. Where's the leg's gonna end? That is the sole, so the leg might be, the toes, they might be somewhere here. Then let's get this here. There. This is how I actually think the leg would be, because that is the sole, and that is the heels. Okay. I mean, I think it's kind of good. Now let's fix this part real quick as well. So I'm gonna go up here, select this, click something like G, get it a bit back. Okay, I might add a loop cut for here. I'll go with Control R. Let's add a loop cut right here. And then I'm gonna hit G, go there. Gonna select that, hit G, go here. Gonna select that, hit G, go there. Gonna select that, hit G, go right here. Wait, let me try seeing this part. So it goes back there. I mean, it goes from here. So I think this needs to be a bit more towards the outside. There we go. And then let's select this. Gonna get this a bit back. There, and I think this is pretty good for my structure, right? There we go. Okay, and if there's one thing that I learned, I should probably like flatten this out, flatten like the breast out. There we go. Because I'm gonna work on that later, not right now. Okay, let's turn it. There, I mean, why is it just weird? Does it still look I mean, does the proportions not look that good? Maybe because I gotta get this a bit to the back. Okay, I mean, I won't say it looks bad. Okay, it just doesn't probably look too great. Okay, I'm leaning a bit towards the back for some reason. I mean, it's much better than what I expected it to be. Okay, so this is where the heels go. And then for the arms, it still looks like a dagger to me. What up, guys? My stream just got closed on my phone. Let's reopen it. There we go. Okay, I mean, I think this is fine for the time being. I think that's fine for now. Back looks good. The side looks good. I'm gonna be working on these later. And then let's go with something like the front. Front looks good as well. This side looks good as well. I should go with the top and bottom too. How did I forget about those? I don't know. I think I'll see about those. Okay, because I did not start working with the head till now. Okay, I mean, I think I did mostly everything. What's the next thing that I should do? I think I should like add another mesh now that works on making these clothes up here. Because I feel like I'm kind of awful at working with these skull, like the head and all that stuff. That's going to take a lot of time to master. Okay, let's think. I think I'll go with the clothes. Okay, well, I mean, I guess, guys, just wondering won't make much of a difference. Let's try it. So, first I'm going to right click, shade smooth. I think that kind of ruined it. Shade auto smooth. Nope. Excuse me, guys. I think this just looks much better. I do know I needed to add like a loop cut in the center. Excuse me, guys. I'm pretty sure I had to add a loop cut in the center. Like, I'm missing something up here. I mean, it is like me working on it, so I guess it's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna hit something like Z, go to my solid preview. Let's say I'm gonna go ahead and kind of set my transparency of my cube to be a bit transparent because I want to see through it. I mean, I guess I could just go ahead and hide it up. Okay, I'm gonna go to add. I'm gonna add in mesh. Wait, let's say that this is called the body. Okay, how do you change the name? Maybe I'm gonna go ahead and rename. Wait, isn't there an option called rename? Here's my cube. Should I go somewhere here to name it? Blah, 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 somewhere here. I'm positive I could have named my cube. What if I like double click it? There we go. Okay, just had to double click. Okay, you can use weighted normal modifier after shading to fix the shading problem. Oh, I might try that. Okay, let's go with something like body. I might go with something like Lisa underscore body. There we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let's say kind of hide this body up real quick. I'm gonna go to something like add, and I'm gonna add a new mesh. Now for the clothes, I think I'm gonna go with a plane. That makes the most sense. That's a highly long story. I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like tab. Let's go here. Whoops, let's go to my y-axis. Let's hit something like S. Okay, I just moved on to my negative y-axis. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and just scroll this a bit higher. Now, I'm gonna select 3 out of the 4 spots from here, and then kind of just delete the vertices, and select that vertices. Gonna go up here to the y-axis. Select that. I'm gonna take it a bit higher. Now, let's kind of trace the close up here. How do I do that though? I'm gonna go with G. Maybe right here. Just select your mesh and press F2. Wait, would that make a new mesh for me? Okay, I'm gonna go up here, gonna go there. Wait, can you guys see this? There we go. Okay, I was having a hard time seeing my vertices. So this is gonna be the close here. I'm just gonna kind of trace it up. And guys, if this kind of worked, that would be like kind of insane because this is like the first ever time that I'm working on actually modeling real close up here. Okay, because most of my meshes is basically just mannequins with like texture slapped on them. Okay, let's go up here. And let's go up there. There. Okay, and then let's just go ahead up here. Let's hit something like E. Okay, gonna just go ahead and kind of trace this part up. There, now, I'll add the textures here later. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead and just follow the closest outline. I should have used a mirror modifier. Do I wanna? Actually, they're exactly the same. It's gonna be a waste of time if I did not. There. Okay, I'm gonna go to something like modifiers. I'm gonna hit add, and I'm gonna add a mirror modifier. There. There we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and enable that. Now let's hit something like E to extrude. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that is what I call good now. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit something like E to extrude up here. Let's hit E to extrude up there. You can hold Control and right click to add vertices. I did not know that. Wait, Control and right click. Well, I guess I'm gonna be using that now. Let's go with Control, right click, right click, right click. Guys, I feel like you guys are kind of geniuses. I did not know that. This is gonna save so much time. Only if I kind of like fix my controls. There we go. Control and right click. Right click. Okay, I'm used to doing left click, so right click feels kind of awkward. But I feel it's like a much bigger shortcut that I would expect. There, let's go with something like Control, right click, right click, right click. Okay, hit Shift, scroll bar, move down, right click. Hit something like G, go there. Now I'm gonna go, whoops, I'm gonna go ahead and hit something like Control, right click. I think it's just hard for the time being. The more I'm gonna do it, the more it's gonna get inside of my muscle memory. Okay, let's right click. There we go, and then I'm gonna go ahead and right click, there. Okay, and I gotta like check what are the max amount of vertices that I can actually add inside Unreal Engine, because there's sometimes a cap as to how many vertices you can add. Okay, let's right click, right click, right click, right click, right click. Let me just go ahead and just spam my right clicks real quick. There we go. I'm gonna go with right click, right click, right click. Guys, I feel like this right click is really insane. This is saving so much time because usually I press like E to extrude. Okay, I can just like spam my right clicks. Just right click. And once I get a bit faster at this, I can just like go like right click, right click, right click. Oops, there we go. Let's go with right click. There we go. Okay, are those buttons? No, mind, they're not. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like right click. right click, right click, right click, right click. There. Okay, and this is just a basic outline of the clothes that I'm going to make my I'll say character or maybe NPC there. Okay, because I will be working on adding different kinds of skins as well, because I would need different skins for like different characters. And I might use the basic model for like whatchamacallit. I might use this basic model for oh guys, I kind of forgot. For like different meshes as well. I'll just be changing their faces and their clothes. Okay, what are you making? I'm actually working on making the resources mesh. This is like a character from Genshin Impact, but I'm not like completely copying the character up. I'm just learning how to work on this. Okay, guys, my screen, my monitor just fell off. Okay, since today is like a Tuesday stream, I was doing something that is not considered programming, if that makes any sense. There we go, and I think this is like somewhat of a detox as well. Okay, let's go here. Okay, it's definitely detox compared to like what I'm going to be doing after I'm done with the stream because I gotta go ahead and like have a Pomodoro for like 40 minutes. Actually, these days I have been like doing an Animodoro, if you guys actually know that. That's basically studying for 40 minutes and watching like 20 minutes worth of anime. I feel like that's kind of good. Keeping in mind that I am a pretty good, I am like a pretty big anime fan. Okay, it does kind of help with my focus as well, I guess. Okay, in case you guys, did you guys like, have you guys ever heard of the carrot and the stick type stuff? I don't think that actually makes any sense here. I'm just trying to focus while doing this. Because it's so hard to like focus on the buttons, because if I click shift and then I like move my right mouse button, this is what happens. Okay, and if I hit shift and I move my scroll button, that is what happens. I gotta do control right click and shift with scroll button. I think I made this sound way more complicating than it should have been. Okay, I mean, I think that was like almost pretty much it for the clothes, right? I'm just gonna kind of imagine where the clothes go from here. Guessing it goes there, and then I'm going to control, make sure the clothes go there. Okay, and then let's hit shift, go down here. I think the clothes should go here. And from there, it kind of comes here, there, 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 there. There we go. Okay, so this is where I actually think the clothes might go. And guys, it was a pretty good idea to use a mirror modifier here. It saves so much time. Okay, let's go there, and there, and there. Okay, I think it's kind of good now. There we go. Okay, let's hit Control Z. Alright, lastly, wait, did I kind of like smudge them up? I'm gonna go ahead and click something like here. Control there. Okay, wait, if I hit something like, I'm gonna go at center. There. Okay, perfect. So this is basically the base template for like my shirt, if that makes any sense, or like my kind of top. Okay, how are you planning to turn this into a cloth? I'm actually thinking like fill this entire thing, then kind of just extrude it up, so like my character is gonna have this thing extruded, so like it's gonna be blocky though. I mean, maybe I might use a I might like shade it smooth so it looks like a smooth cloth texture type stuff. I'm just getting the background from here, or like the kind of outline or like the overlay of the cloth here, if that makes any sense. How doing favor? Is that pronunciation? I appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, that's it. Let's select this part now. Now let's work on the bottom. So I'm gonna go with something like control. Let's just scroll down a little. I'm gonna go there, select, 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 select. And then I'm gonna right click, right click, right click. Okay, let's go a bit higher. I'm gonna go ahead and right click here, right click, and right click. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and right click some more. Then I'm gonna go ahead and click shift, move up with my scroll bar, right click. There, I think that's like kind of a basic overlay. Okay, you can use girls fill, I guess, grid fill, or grizz fill. Oh, I see. Wait, grid fill. I haven't heard of that. Wait, is that like a modifier? I might try that right now. Okay, because if it's like a new modifier, I've realized one thing: modifiers are pretty useful, to be honest. So I'm just gonna go up here. Let's go ahead and fill this. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and click there, go there, there, there. Guys, I just realized how much focus this takes to do. Okay, gonna go ahead and right click, and I feel I'm much better at making 3D meshes than at making regular meshes, because I think I'm used to working with 3D meshes instead of making regular meshes. Although I do need to work on making weapons and all that stuff as well, because I will be needing that for my main game that I make. Okay, let's go ahead and just extrude. Excuse me, guys. Okay, let's go here. Select, select, select. Vice, whoops. Whoa. There. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna hit control, go up. Alright, guys, this is the trickier part. I mean, it's honestly not that tricky, to be honest. It's just tedious. Just gonna go there, gonna go there. And then gonna go here, gonna go here. Guys, I just realized how much... There's like way too many detailings up here. Gonna go with Control Z. Gonna go there. Okay, why are there so many detailings? Okay, I'm gonna go there. I wish there was an option that it could like an option that says like smart extrude or something like that, which could just outline this for us. But even if that would be, I don't think it'd be like the freer version. Even the Blender is like free. Okay, I guess I'll just try E for a bit. Nope, I think it's much easier to like click this like this. Okay, I mean the mirror modifier did make my work 50% easier. Okay, let's go ahead and right click. There we go. Okay, because I have like seen people model for like 8 hours straight. I'm like, how do they sit for that long? Maybe probably because it is like a time lapse type stuff. So they might take breaks in the middle or something. Okay, let's go up here. And guys, just ignore me if you guys don't understand what I'm saying. Just trying to focus while having a conversation on. Even though I feel like I'm like horrifically failing in the conversations. Okay, let's go ahead and just select that. Okay, let's select that as well. Okay, let's select it. Okay, I think I'm almost done, to be honest, right? Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm done. I just gotta like fill this final area up. There we go. Okay, now this is where I gotta go ahead and use some of my brains. So if I go to the back, the close kind of go upwards. They kind of close upwards. So how do I do that? Maybe I'm gonna go to, let's say, the x-axis, y-axis. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like control, fill the spot up. Whoops. Wait. Do I gotta go this way? I think I gotta go that way, yeah. Okay, wait, what if I just select that instead? Nope, it selects this. It's fine. Gonna go here. Gonna go here, gonna go here, gonna go here. There, there, and there. I mean, why is this getting kind of close to me? There. There. Nope. What if I just get that a bit higher? I mean, it's not bad, to be honest. What if I just want to get one? I might remove my clipping for the time being. Mirror modifier, I'm gonna go ahead and disable clipping. Oh, I see. Okay. Wait, hold up, guys. In that case, I might close this up. I just want to move this. No? Well, I guess it's fine. I'll just have my clipping on. They're gonna kind of clip together. And now I'm gonna go with something like M at center. Get the center here. Am I even moving something? Okay. Let's go here, select the two, go with M at center. Oh, I cannot add it to be at center. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Right? I'm just gonna go up. And then to the right. There. Well, I think it's good. Right? Yeah, okay, it looks kind of good. I won't say it looks bad. There is no way you guys could tell me that this looks bad. What are you trying to do? Why not mesh plus sculpt the easy way? I feel like I do not really know how to sculpt, guys. That said, I mean, I think it's pretty much done, right? Now I'm just gonna hit A and then hit something like F. This fills my entire mesh. And now if I were to open my Lisa's body here, and that is my body, and this is my clothes, I'm gonna go here. I just gotta kind of get them together now. I'm gonna hit L. Gonna get that there. I'd say it's a perfect fit, to be honest, right? Okay, let's go with something like E to extrude. Gonna kind of get this. I don't know. Is it really doing what I want it to do? I mean, well, I guess I'm gonna go with something like Shift D, and then G's GX, GY. Okay, by G I meant E. Here, okay, it's not bad. Why does it not look bad? There, let's try getting this a bit in front. Guys, this kind of looks awful in a way. Why? I mean, if I look at from the y-axis perspective, it's not really that bad. Where am I messing up? Let me think. Let's go with a bunch of Control Z's. Nicely done. Honestly, is it good? Hold up, guys. I actually feel like I got a ray of hope because of that nicely done stuff. Wait, if it's nicely done, can I firstly name this? So, where's the cube gone? That is Lisa. Okay, then I have a plane. There we go. I'm gonna double click and call this something like Lisa underscore close. Okay, so that's the close. Okay, the topology is bad. It's going to give shading and texturing. It's gonna give shading and texturing issues afterwards. I mean, that actually does make sense, to be honest, but I don't really know how to like make a really good mesh, to be honest. Like, I feel like I still like kind of am a beginner, so I gotta like work on that stuff. Okay, let's just kind of get Lisa's close up here. I'm gonna go ahead and select this. Could a tab? Let's go with something like maybe A S X. Nope. S X. S Y. I mean, okay, this might look a bit better. Let's get the close here. Let's kind of go to object mode. Just select this. Nope, not both, just one. Hit tab, go with A, and I'm gonna go with something like E to extrude. There, because I don't want it to look really, really thick. Okay, and then I'm going to hit something like GY. There, I'm going to go with A, G, Z. I guess A is fine. Just go a bit back. Okay, I mean, there we go. This isn't bad. I will not say this is bad. What is something else that I'm missing? I might go here, might select that, might go to tab, go with A. I'm going to go with SY. Let's scale myself a bit lower. SY. Scale it a bit lower. Let me be scrawny. Guys, I think I really look scrawny. Too many vertices for no reason? Are there too many vertices? Wait, hold up, guys. I think this looks good. Like, that looks like an arm. That looks like my legs. Like, you guys honestly can't tell me this looks that bad. Besides the kind of pixely look up here. If I go with something like A to select, let's right click, go with something like shade auto smooth. Shade smooth. Is it? Okay, looking much better, to be honest. Wait, did this shade smooth really do something good here? Nah, I don't think so. I'll be safe. There. Okay, now I'm gonna kind of fix this part up because that part looks kind of extended. Gonna go to the y-axis, gonna go release our clothes, gonna go there. And then I'm gonna kind of just kind of shrink this part. This should have been a whole separate accessory, to be honest. I mean, for now, I think I'll leave it like this. Looks kind of good. I don't really want to do anything else. It looks that good. Okay. Use weighted normal modifier. Let me try it. Should I use it like on my clothes, body, or like both? For shading issues? Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Should I use it on my entire mesh here? Like if I select everything, let's go here. Like if I, for example, select everything. Okay, it might help. I see. Okay, let's go with something like mirror. I'm gonna go ahead and apply. Let's apply this as well. Oh shit, before I really apply the mirror modifier. Okay, for a second I thought there weren't any control Z's. I thought like no do-overs. Okay, I'm gonna go with Z wireframe. Now, the next thing that I gotta do is add a neck. Let's go with tab. Let's select that. Let's go down. Let's go with C, solid there. Okay, gonna add a neck now. For my neck, I'm assuming that I'm gonna go with something like, no? Oh, I see. Okay, let's add a neck here. Gonna go from there, there. And this is gonna be like another accessory. So I'm gonna go with something like object mode. Let's add object mesh. I'm gonna go with, let's say, a isosphere noise cylinder. Okay, that's huge. Let's go with S. Kind of scale this down. Gonna go with S again. Kind of scale it a bit lower. Gonna go with GZ. Go higher. S scale GX. Go there. And then I'm gonna go with something like GZ. Go lower. And then S2 scale. There we go. Blender doesn't add modifier to all meshes you select, only to the last selected. Oh, I see. Holding Alt fixes that just for info. I see. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Let's resize it. Let's say I want to. Whoa, I did not know you can resize it this way. Y-axis, mirror editing, proportional editing. It says smooth for now. I might go with something like a sphere. Wait. Hold up. Was it smooth before? There. Okay, not bad, I guess. I'm gonna go with something like easy. Oh wait, let's go to tab. Let's go with something like SZ, scale in the Z axis. And then I'm gonna go with GZ, go a bit lower. Okay, I mean, it's not that bad, it's awful. S to scale. Okay, maybe I'm gonna go with something like SX. Nope, SY. Does that look like a neck or is it just me? It looks SY. It looks like a squeezed up this thing. It just looks like a can. SY. Just shrink it a bit more. And then I'm gonna go with SY just a little. And then get it a bit in front. Okay, that looks better, right? Alright guys, let me just go here to kind of check it out. Nope, I'm gonna go with L, A, go a bit back, there. Okay, I think that should be good. It's perfect from here, perfect from here. Okay. Guys, I think I'm getting somewhere. Hold Alt. Okay, let's select this. I'm gonna go with L. I'm gonna right click and shade smooth. There's subdivide as well, but I don't want to go with subdivide. There we go. Once you shade smooth the neck starts looking good. This doesn't look like a neck. That's the issue here. Neck should be thick. Okay, what if I go ahead and kind of, whoops. Okay, let's go with S2 scale. But the thing that I really want to scale is maybe the whole thing for now. I'm going to go with SX. Extend it from there. Then I'm just going to select the top. Let's go to wireframe mode. Just going to select the top. Going to go with S. There we go. There we go. That is that. Okay, that's better. That's much better. Let's go with E to extrude, and then kind of GX there, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and select these center parts. Whoops. Alright guys, let's select these center parts, go a bit lower. Select that part, go a bit lower. Wait, doesn't selecting the center part kind of fix this issue? Maybe I'm gonna select this entire part, go a bit lower, and just select this edge. Kind of get it a bit higher. There. And then select that edge. Okay, wait, that was a bad idea. Let's kind of be a bit precise with this part. I'm gonna go one vertex at a time. And then let's get that. Let's select that. Okay, you're doing much better. Saw your other streamer a week ago and you were starting off. Well done, man. Honestly, I appreciate you, Jantu, or is it Janti? I think it's Janti. I appreciate that. Actually means the world to me, guys. Press the middle one and press O before you move it. Oh, okay. Let's try it. Press the middle one. Press O before you move it. Oh. Oh. I didn't really know something like that existed. That's actually really good. With Control Shift Z. No? Okay, let's see. How to draw in a reference image in a 3D environment using Grease Pencil. I have not really used Grease Pencil. Proportional editing works like a charm. I've seen proportional editing somewhere up here, but I don't really know where. Now use scroll wheel. Oh, okay. Let's select this. The thing with this is I'm kind of confused with something. Let's get that a bit lower. There. Wait, does it like get the entire mesh lower? Oh, it does. Okay, to scale the radius of the circle. Okay, so if I hit something like S, there we go. Whoops. Wait, why is it scaling everything? I just wanted to scale the top part. Wait, why is it scaling everything? Should I hit O again? S? There we go. Okay, I want to get that a bit lower. Okay, I mean, it's not that bad, honestly. I just want it to be a bit better. Okay, I think I just got an idea. Okay, I want to select everything up till here, including those. Right click, delete vertices. And then I want to go with A. I want to go here. I want to add a mirror modifier. And then I want to go ahead and enable this. Now, whatever I do in one side is going to happen in the other side. Clipping. Let's go with A. Clipping is kind of enabled. What if I want to go ahead? Whoops. What if I want to go ahead and get the center merged at center? Can't do that. Okay, wait. In that case, I might want to select this part. Go a bit lower. Select that. Go a bit lower as well. This is like for my chin. Get that a bit higher. Get that a bit higher. Okay, get this a bit higher. There, I think that's good. Select that, get it higher. Okay. Bro, use proportional editing. Guys, how do we use proportional editing? I have like heard of that, but I have never used that, to be honest. Okay, I think this is good. Get that a bit higher. Okay, this looks more like a neck now. I do not think it does. Delete vertices. There we go. That looks more like a neck now. Right? I think it does. When in the proportional editing module, the scroll wheel changes the radius of what you're moving / affecting. It's oh, I see. Just select the vertices of the neck and press O, then scroll down till you see a circle getting smaller, then move the vertices down. I mean, I clicked O, it like moves my entire mesh down, to be honest. Like if I were to go ahead and hit A, I'm gonna go with O, scroll, It doesn't really do anything. If I move something, it moves everything down, everything up, it scales everything together, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and O again. Okay, I mean, it's not bad to be honest. I'm gonna go to my side preview now. Nope, not the back, the side. The other side. Okay, this is gonna be tedious now. This is gonna be tedious. Gonna go with Z. I'm gonna go ahead and select this one side. Get it? Okay, it's easy to do this part with a whatchamacallit. So it's easy to do this with a I can't speak right now. Let's go with y-axis. This got me two necks. Okay, I forgot what was I gonna say. It's easy to do this with a cube instead of a okay, let's see, instead of a sphere. Negative x there. Fine, I guess I'll just move it myself. Let's get that in front. Let's get those in front. Let's get these in front as well. It's not that good. Press O, then keep scrolling until you see a circle. Only then scale or move. Okay, let me try it. So press O and keep scrolling until you see a circle. I mean, I did click O, like I'm clicking O. You need to change the radius of what you're scaling. How high? If you scroll in, you'll eventually see a circle. Oh, which the vertices will be affected. It's hard to explain. Wait, do you mean something like this? If I were to go to my y-axis, maybe hit a bunch of Control Z's until I kind of get that up there. Okay, do you mean something like this? If I hit something like O and keep scrolling until I don't see a circle, this is the max that I can scroll in. And I am like clicking my O right now because this is my proportional editing. You need to select your vertices first. Oh, I see. Let's select that and now keep scrolling. I see a circle in it. Wait, is this what you guys meant? Let's go and see. No, not like that. Select something, then scroll. Select something, then scroll. Okay, let's see. So I could go ahead and select this thing and then click, oh, my proportional editing is enabled. Doesn't seem to be working. I see. Oh, maybe because this is like a cube. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like Control Z, and then I'm gonna go ahead and click O to close this and get that a bit lower. There, I think it's good. I think it's good. I think I'll be satisfied here. Let's go with something like wireframe mode. I want to go ahead and move this. How do I forget it? How do I attach them together? They're kind of not attached. Okay, press G first, then scroll wheel changes. Press O and then G. Something like this. Okay, I wouldn't say this is bad to be honest. Scroll. There. Wait, hold up guys. This actually might be something good up here. Let's go with Z, like that. There, okay, it's not really bad. I'm gonna go with something like G. Whoops. Gonna close this. Gonna click something like G. Okay, then scroll. I mean, I did scroll. It kind of just scrolls me up and down. Something is not rounding up here. I've never seen a neck this scrawny. Although the close does look kind of good to be honest. Okay, maybe I'm gonna hit something like tab. I mean, yeah, the neck looks kind of bad. The neck looks kind of bad. Gonna go with tab. Let's kind of work on maybe hitting something like A, kind of shrinking myself by clicking S. I mean, I don't really want to shrink it. I want to be this size. Okay, so select face, then O, then G, then scroll. It's overcomplicated. Okay, what's the name of the topic? I might watch a video if I'm free after the stream. Cause I do like have which we call an exam upcoming. I think like in a few days, which is like basically in like 2 or 3. I think like in 2 days. So the after tomorrow I have like 2 exams. So probably gonna study for that. Then later if I have time, I look into this. Okay, follow my instructions. Okay, so apparently I gotta click O. So select the face, then click O, then G, then scroll. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the y-axis. Let's just select it. I might try it. Okay, I'm gonna go with something like my cylinder. Gonna go here. Gonna click 1. Tab. Okay, now let's click O, G, scroll. I mean, this is what it kind of does. Doesn't like it does something like this. Wait, accidentally, did I kind of proportional clicking? It helps a lot. Try the pattern on the neck. I did just try it on the neck, but okay, let's go with tab. Let's go with A. I'm gonna go back to my y-axis. Let's go down. Okay, stop. Huh. Scroll down to be specific. Do you mean like scroll down here, press 3? There, face select. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with A. Maybe I'm gonna just decrease the, whoops. I decreased a bit wrong. Gonna hit something like O and then hit something like S. Scale. Okay, scroll down. Okay, a middle mouse button, so shift and scroll down. Do you mean like scroll down, like literally down? I mean, from the back, I want it to be a bit more round. O to stop proportional. Okay, I mean, there's a button up here that I can click to like stop and like activate proportional again. Okay, let me just go back to solid. I might want to go with something like SZ. Actually, SX. SY. I mean, okay, let's go with something like SX. There. I mean, the neck does look kind of good. I don't want to like stress too much over the neck. Let's go with SX. There. Okay, I mean the neck, guys, this, why does this look like some kind of package or something? Scroll down to your middle boss button. I need to go, good luck. Honestly, appreciate you sticking to the stream, Red Grape. I'll catch you next stream. Okay, wireframe view. Okay, let's go with wireframe. And guys, I do gotta go soon as well. I might actually continue this like next Blender stream. Okay, because I do got like some assignments due and like an exam upcoming as well. Okay, dude, seriously, why are you killing me at this moment? I'm actually not understanding. What's the name of the topic? I might watch a video on it like off stream. I mean, a tiny neck does look good as well, I guess. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go with something like GC. Excuse me, guys, there we go. Okay, let's go with something like G. Whoops, not G, I meant SX, SY. There. And then GY. Okay, I won't say the neck is bad, to be honest. This is like a pretty average looking neck. Just delete if you're mixing the instructions of different people. No, just delete it if I'm mixing the instructions. It's simple, bro. Just select, then press G. Then move your mouse. Just scroll down. You should see a circle. Then you can move and adjust the circle. I've been trying that. It's not happening, to be honest. Okay, I mean, should I start like adding different accessories? I might actually add that like next stream, because this stream I feel like I do like gotta go right now. Okay, what if I go with something like A, right click, I want to shade auto smooth. Okay, shade auto smooth was kind of a bad idea. Okay, at this point neck can be salvaged. Honestly, that does make sense. I might watch a few videos on how to like make a perfect neck, because that does not, the thing that looks really good is like the clothes that I made up here. That looks like really peak, honestly. Okay, I might just, yeah, it's actually pretty good, to be honest. Okay, that said, I'm gonna go ahead and save this real quick. I'm gonna go with something like save as. Do we export to save? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and save it as a QTLF file. I'm gonna go to my desktop, save it something as Lisa. What up? Let's go with something like Lisa. There. Then I'm gonna go ahead and export it. Now, can I actually exit it? I want to save it. I'm gonna call this something like Lisa. There. Not in my, yeah, in my desktop. There we go. Okay, perfect. I guess I'm gonna move on to my main camera. And guys, it is like getting kind of dark outside. You guys can like kind of realize. Let me just open this blinder. There. Okay, don't I have like any kind of spare lights here? I might have this. Hold up, guys. Let me kind of just open this up. But I guess the charge is on. Okay, that's it. I mean, it's fine. Probably I was going to be ending the stream right now. Let me go to my main camera. There we go. Alright, guys. So basically, that's pretty much it for the stream. Is the stream laggy or is it just me? Let me exit my blender real quick. There we go. Okay, but let me just go down here real quick. Dude, use remesh modifier, regenerate / remesh the body, or use Dino Topo to sculpt the body. Actually, I would do that if I kind of understood what that means, because I am still kind of a beginner. And that's so this was basically it for the stream. I feel like I did like do kind of a good progress. Next Blender stream or next video I stream Blender, most likely next Tuesday, I will be asking you guys in my community post what stream should I have this Tuesday. Should it be like a Wuthering Waves stream? Should it be like workout stream, Genshin stream, or maybe just programming stream? I think that I won't be adding the programming option. So that's it. If you guys did enjoy the stream, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, like, tips my algorithm, share makes you smart, and subscribing so I get you on top. That said, I did start multi-streaming on Twitch, YouTube. I will start multi-streaming on TikTok and Instagram as well. So if you guys do enjoy my content, haven't followed me there, make sure to follow me there. The link will be in the description, and you guys can get access to my Discord server using, let's say, my bio or through the description, and by typing exclamation Discord on chat. That's it. I'll catch you guys in the live stream or video. Peace.